Do you ever feel like no matter how many hours you spend studying, your grades just don't improve? I used to be there. Late nights, endless notes, and still feeling like I was falling behind. You know that fear. Exams are around the corner, and you haven't even touched half the syllabus. It's frustrating, exhausting, and honestly, demotivating. And here's the thing. Most of us think the answer is study more, study harder. But that's not always true.
You look at the mountain of syllabus ahead, feel overwhelmed, and the panic sets in. It's easy to lose motivation when it seems impossible to catch up, and that stress alone can make studying even harder. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I went from struggling to straight-A grades by studying just 2 focused hours a day. You'll learn a system that's backed by science, used by top students around the world, and actually realistic to stick to. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear method to study smarter, not longer, avoid burnout, and actually retain what you learn.
Focus over time. The 2-hour deep work window. Most students make the mistake of spreading themselves thin. 6 hours of distracted study is far less effective than 2 hours of deep focus. By deep focus, I mean no phone, no social media, just pure attention on your material. For me, this meant setting a timer for 50-minute blocks with a 10-minute break. During this time, I treated studying like a job, serious, uninterrupted, and intentional. I used to cram for hours while checking my phone every 5 minutes. My grades suffered. Once I switched to this focused method, I noticed I actually remembered things twice as fast. Think of Japanese students. Many of them study shorter periods with intense focus and still outperform students who study longer hours. It's not about how much time you spend, but how well you use it.
Active recall. Testing yourself, not just reading. Reading notes passively is a huge trap. You can spend hours reading and feel like you've learned a lot, but you haven't. Active recall is simple. After reading a topic, close your book and try to explain it in your own words or ask yourself questions. I started doing this for every subject, just 10 to 15 minutes of questioning after a short chapter. It's amazing how much sticks.
Mini story. I once spent 3 hours reading biology notes, but couldn't answer a single practice question. Switching to active recall, I could answer almost everything in half the time. Pitfall. Don't skip it because it feels harder. Our brains remember better when challenged. Spaced repetition, the memory booster. Even the best study session is useless if you forget it the next day. Spaced repetition helps with this, reviewing material at increasing intervals to strengthen memory. I use the simple method. Day 1, study a chapter. Day 2, review key points. Day 5, quickly recap. Day 10, test myself again. This repetition keeps information in your long-term memory. It's why flashcards work so well. This method is used in medical schools and by language learners. Tiny, frequent reviews beat marathon sessions once a week. Warning: don't try to review everything every day. Focus on what's most important or what you struggle with.
Prioritize high-impact tasks. 80-20 rule. Not all study tasks are equal. Some topics give you more marks. Some skills matter more for exams. Identify the high-impact areas first. I used to spend equal time on everything, even trivial chapters. Once I focused on the 80% of material that gives 80% of the results, my efficiency skyrocketed.
In math, mastering formulas and problem patterns is more useful than memorizing historical examples in detail. Focus on what moves the needle. Pitfall. Avoid thinking you can skip everything else. Just prioritize, then review the minor topics lightly. Reflection and mini self-testing. End-of-day review. At the end of your 2-hour session, spend 5 to 10 minutes reflecting. What did you actually learn? What's unclear? Where do you need more practice? This simple step helps solidify knowledge and highlights weak points early. I started keeping a small notebook where I wrote one takeaway per subject per day. Weeks later, revisiting that notebook made exam prep effortless, almost like I had studied it twice already. Optimize your environment. Your study space affects focus more than you realize. Noise, clutter, and distractions silently destroy productivity. I kept my desk clear, my phone in another room, and studied at the same time each day. Routine plus environment equals consistency. I used to study in bed with my laptop. My productivity was terrible. Moving to a desk and a quiet corner made a night and day difference. Warning, small distractions add up. Even a 5-second glance at your phone breaks focus. Studying more hours doesn't equal better grades. Passive reading is ineffective. Always test yourself. Skipping review means forgetting 70% of what you studied. Multitasking kills retention. Remember, these mistakes are common but avoidable.
So, to recap, the 2-hour study method works because it combines focused, deep work over long, distracted sessions, active recall to strengthen memory, spaced repetition for long-term retention, prioritization of high-impact tasks, reflection and mini-testing to spot weaknesses, and optimized study environment. Apply these consistently, and you'll see your grades improve, often faster than you expect.
If you implement even half of these strategies, I promise your study sessions will feel easier, shorter, and far more effective. I used to stress over exams for hours, but now I feel confident, organized, and prepared, all with just 2 hours a day. Try it for a week. Track your focus and retention. Notice the difference. And if you want more practical study hacks, click subscribe. I share simple, realistic methods you can actually use every day. Remember, it's not about studying harder, it's about studying smarter. Start today and watch your grades transform. And as a next step, take action now. Click subscribe and continue learning with practical, simple methods that fit your life. Your smarter study journey starts today.